Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. Your movie connection. When it's time for reflecting, we make fun of each other. Then do film reviews. Winner or loser. Is this movie right for you? Nope, it sucks. Don't press your luck. You better listen to us. Two boys, one podcast.
Plus one other guy. That's me.
Woo! Welcome to Two Boys, One Podcast. Plus one other guy.
Two. He has a name. This other guy has a name, Zeke.
We'll see if I use it. I don't know. It may or may not be growing on me.
Don't tell
Is
him.
Nick?
No. Hey.
Oh, I meant his name's Robert Pulse.
Nick.
Nick is the third guy. Speaking of songs, we have a new theme song. Is that true? I think I heard that.
We do have a new theme song. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'm a big fan. I'm not only the president, I'm a member.
We got a fan. We got a fan song. A fan theme song.
That's pretty cool. Who is this gentleman?
Oh, he prefers to remain anonymous. He's not going to watch all of the movies. He doesn't want to be a full member.
Well, he doesn't have to be a full member. We can still give the gentleman our thanks and send him, maybe Supreme Dingus will use him for something.
Well, thanks, theme song creator.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
You don't know his name?
I don't know that. I don't know that he wants his real name used, but I might be able to throw out his recording company. So.
Yep, that's fair. If you don't want it, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I'll find out.
I am a little hurt though. I mean, did you know I used to be a musician?
Yeah, we've talked about it. You used to be a tiger.
A tiger?
A tiger.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
You played your musician persona was that of a tiger.
Oh right.
You put on like a tiger onesie when you played.
Yeah, that's true. And I'd put a suit on over that, and then I'd take my suit off progressively.
See, well, I know things.
Is, I mean,
I told you I have an OCAP sticker on my guitar.
That's true.
And you're like, I don't think that we made stickers. That's a quote from Rob. I don't think that we made stickers. I don't think it was from us.
Well, you do make up so many things.
Well, that's fair.
But I mean, why did you outsource? I mean, you could have just said, "Hey, Rob, why don't you write us a little theme song?"
I get this sinking pit in my stomach, but fine, I'll bite. Hey, Rob, why didn't you write us a theme song?
Oh, that's funny. Nick, you'll get a kick out of this. I did. I did write it.
We'll see if it's funny.
So I was thinking, if it's good enough, anonymous gentleman, his is pretty good, but I think I might have him licked. And I think I'm going to play mine for you guys, for everyone's listening pleasure, and then we'll take a vote and see if I can usurp him. What do you think?
We have a usurper to the throne, and you're asking us to support it? I don't think so.
Yeah, here we go. Right. Are you guys ready?
Yes, please.
No, not at all.
Well, without further ado, or sounds like you want more ado. Okay, here we go. I'm trying.
Is it a song of silence?
You hear it? Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. And two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. And it actually messed up. I got two tracks playing. There we go. What'd you guys think, though? Pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't think that you've got the numbers to overthrow the current throne.
No. Let's go around the let's go around the horn. Nick, what are you voting?
I loved it.
Nick's a dirty liar.
I'm not.
And when he's saying that he liked it, he's sitting next to the toilet today, and he's just looking at the toilet saying, "I like it. I like it."
Two little toilet boys. My little toilet boys.
Two boys, one podcast. That was catchy.
Pretty catchy.
I thought you said you were a musician.
Yeah, I am.
I didn't hear any
Like I
music.
said,
Oh.
I think there's a the mic. Oh, I see what you're mean. That hurts.
Plus, did you when you sang it? Did you sing it in your tiger costume with a suit on?
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
Did you?
Of course I did.
Because I mean, I don't want to even take consideration if it's not your A game.
You heard it. Of course, that was my. Come on.
How long did it take you to write it?
I mean, like any good musician, about 30 seconds.
8 more and you would have been a legend. Yeah. Where'd you come up with the lyrics for it?
Just divine inspiration, you know.
Yeah, totally.
You put on that
felt
old tiger
that.
costume and boom.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
Did you juggle chainsaws while you sang?
Why would you
I
do
did not,
that?
no.
Why would you do that?
Well, I mean,
Shot my-
I want to be
ding, ding, ding.
I want to be impressed.
I mean, the art speaks for itself. The song, it's catchy. It's.
I don't even remember how it went.
Thank you.
I don't remember the
Thank you.
lyrics. I don't remember how it went. It's already left my mind.
Oh well, if that's the case,
It nails
should we play
us.
it again.
Yeah, please.
We're out of time today.
And then after this, we're gonna vote.
And it didn't work.
Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. And me.
So I would say I can't quite understand that last. What are you saying there? At the
I'm
end?
saying and Nick. I'm saying and Nick. But it's
Oh, I really like that part.
Wait. He's not even plus one other guy anymore. He's just Nick now. 2 guys, 1 podcast plus Nick. He hasn't even done all of his homework yet. He hasn't done it.
Well, my name is Nick. You can't take that
God,
away.
it's gold. It's gold.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Did this pass like the producers okay? Did the producers okay this at all? Like did you put this through
Very.
consideration?
I sent it to Burry and he edited it. He thought it was funny that I only used one channel, but I said I'm old school like that. So
I would love to talk to your engineer and mixer.
That sounds like some Rick Rubin stuff there, man.
sounds like a personal problem, Zeke.
Tallulah sounds like a $2 hooker.
Ooh,
That was my mother's name. What are you, an owl?
Okay,
I don't know
all
what
right.
you're talking about.
I think it's voting time.
That's, all right, it's voting time. Nick, what do you think? Is it the new theme song?
First, let me say that I really appreciate you taking this extra effort, and
Sure.
I think it sums us up wonderfully. It sounds great.
Thank you.
I've always held I put you at the highest esteem as far as musicians go, but no, it's a no.
Ooh, he's passing. Okay.
I'm
Well,
not the
I'm going to
best.
vote yes. I appreciate it. Nick, I appreciate everything you said, and I understand. I know it was a hard decision for you.
It was.
Thank you. But I am voting yes. So now it's 1 yes, 1 no. Zeke, tiebreaker.
Oh, wow, the burden falls to me. Well, I disagree with almost everything Nick said except his answer. I vote no.
Oof. Well, I'll try again next week.
We have no doubt that you will. Just keep on swinging. Keep on swinging.
I'll try again. I'll try. I have a good feeling that next week you guys are going to change your mind.
Mm-hmm. Wear us down. You'll have some behind the scenes little spider manipulation going on. All right.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
I look forward to it.
I guess that's that.
I won't, but I have no doubt that it'll happen anyway.
Yep, it is. It's out of your hands.
Oh, great. All right. Well, we've covered the new business, that new feeling, and now we're back to that old business of hey, Nick.
You got that love and feeling.
Did you do your homework?
I did. What do you think?
I think that you did not. I think that you resoundingly did not.
Just a little homework. Just a little homework tonight. Just a little homework.
I like it.
I wrote that one too.
That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did my homework. I didn't.
Let me flip to the page. All right, what did you watch? Let's talk about it. Let's hear about it.
All right, fellas. I got 2 more done. 50-Foot Cheerleader and Video Dead.
We'll see. All right.
What do you mean?
Criterion both.
But yes.
Two American classics.
We're chipping away at them. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, buddy.
Not sure
What do
you
you want to
did.
know? What do you want to know, guys?
So
Nick, cancel your showtime. Nick, cancel your showtime.
yeah.
Thank you, Rob.
You
I
told us
appreciate.
last podcast. Yeah.
Yep, I'll do that right after we're done. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, so there's a significance to the 50-Foot Cheerleader on what happens on our podcast after that one. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, Nick.
No. I can't.
Oh, well, then you have to watch it again.
What do you mean?
You have to listen to the
More on the
podcast.
podcast than-
You have to listen to the podcast again, and then you have to watch the movie again because you can't tell us. That's just how it is. But give us a review of the movie if you would.
Well, I'll just sum it up. There's a lot of boobs in it, and what else? John Landis is in it for a little bit, and there's a fight at the end between a blonde and a brunette.
What happens in the fight?
Well, I wasn't paying attention.
Were you not paying attention, or did you not watch it?
I watched it.
Did you?
Shame.
I don't know, because you were pretty quick on the draw when I was off on Partisan and Rob was off on Clockers. I don't know, Rob. Did he watch it?
I did watch it.
He didn't watch it.
I did. I swear I watched it. I don't have the energy to fight
Swear
you
to me.
today. I really don't have the energy to fight. So
Swear
what
to
happened?
me.
So what happened was, as I was watching it, I got all those emails sent to me for our documentary with the asylum. I swear on my life that happened, and I got really excited to send these things to Zeke, and I should have paused it. And you know what? Excuses.
Shame.
Excuses.
Shame.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Shame.
Shame.
I'm not gonna watch it again. I'm not gonna watch it again. Let's see here. I don't got anything. I mean, like, what do you want? I wrote. This is how dumb it was. It just like wrote things that happened. Caught frisbee in the mouth. Boobs and butt. Shower scene. She did it. I don't know what she did. Oh, she made the squad.
Okay.
Speak of the devil. It's John Landis. She's chugging Jack D. Okay, so it's blondes versus brunettes. And then I put, do you guys prefer blondes or brunettes? Are you a blondes or brunette kind of guy? I was even going to get you guys involved. But you're being real jerks. So I'm not even going to ask you that question. I don't care. I don't care if you're a blonde or brunette kind of people. And the rating is burn. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. I also watched Video Dead today.
But do you mean burn it? So you're going to burn it onto a...
Burn it onto a DVD. Yeah, that's what that means. Like he wants to keep a copy for himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think of it.
It's
a high
what's lower
rating.
than that? I forget. What's your other? What's below that? There's something.
No, burn's the worst. Just get burnt. You get burnt. You get
Okay.
burnt.
Burn after watching.
Come on,
Burn rent.
let's get through this.
Bye.
This is the least favorite
Okay,
part of the
alright,
show.
okay,
Trust me.
alright,
I was
jeez.
video dead. The actor, the connecting actor, or actress was Victoria Bastal. And I guess she plays somebody named April Ellison in this movie. But so I watched it on YouTube today. It was free, and it was
That's nice.
it was terrible again.
What about the trash man? Garbage man.
Yeah, what about the trash man?
Trash man.
Trash man!
I mean,
Trash man's a coming.
He was
Trash man.
He was trashy.
I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
Zeke walked in while I was watching it today.
How do I know? You even then you like as soon as I walked in, like, do I have to finish it? Like I didn't see you watch the first hour and a half.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, he just
So
fast forwarded it to the end right when he walked in. He played it.
Yeah,
Seems.
it's all a ploy.
First guy that got the TV he needed to see a specialist because he was depressed, severely depressed. He showed symptoms. The sister in it is an idiot because she's going to college for aerobics and something else that was really stupid. Let's see. They ended up they killed a guy that looked really similar to Fred Armisen.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, I think it was that girl, the girlfriend-ish, his dad. But anyways, then they go out in the woods with that dude, and he gets shot with an arrow, and then the brother gets chainsawed through the chest. And, the whole time I just couldn't wait for everyone to die. And I rate it, burn every copy. The end.
So I gotta rate you as a significant disappointment on that.
I would too. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long week, gentlemen.
Mostly because
Word up.
of your
Word up.
you failed on the 50-foot cheerleader. Like that was we the podcast itself was Little Ramey and the Chin. Like the adventures thereof, Little Ramey and the Chin. It was not only the first in the sequence, but it was Little Ramey and the Chin. And all of this 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon nonsense, like connecting films, it all started right there. And you burned it and didn't even finish the movie. How do you expect us to let you into our circle of trust now?
I don't know. Hopefully, you're very sympathetic. I apologize. But like I said, I don't got the energy. Hey, guess what I do have, though?
What?
A desire to watch the ending of both films?
I'm never going to do that. So let's move on, because you guys aren't going to believe this. We get fan tweets. Have you been reading our tweet log?
We get what?
I can't wait.
We've been getting fan tweets on our tweet
Yeah.
account. Yeah,
Oh boy.
have you guys been reading?
No. You have them right there? You have them pulled up?
Well, I've been cycling through them all week. I keep, our fans are the best, and we couldn't ask for better fans, and I love each and every one of you. But I just picked out a couple here that really, really stood out. And I wanted you guys to hear how much we're loved. So, here we go. So, at Day Old Fish says, "You guys know how to pick 'em. Keep the laughs coming. Rob, how's your testy these days? P.S. The new guy is fantastic." Hey, Rob, how is your testy these days?
That's great. Hey, Dead Fish, was it?
Day Old Fish. At Day Old Fish.
Day Old Fish. I appreciate you asking. It was amputated.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
So, not so good. Thanks for bringing up a sore subject. Day Old Fish.
God. Okay, well, sucks for you. At Get a Load of This Guy says, "I listen until Zeke starts screaming. The new guy is so insightful. Fingers crossed for a spinoff." Now, see, I like this guy.
I do too. I think you should go do your own by yourself.
At the real Al Pacino says, "Did you see my?"
Oh my!
I know. Did you see my new Penn State movie? Hoo-ah! It was Dog Day afternoon. Why are you making this new guy watch so many movies? So, Al Pacino is a fan.
Alf Pacino?
That's
Yeah, Alf
Al
Pacino.
Pacino.
So Alf from the TV show Alf,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks.
I didn't know he was Italian.
Attica, Attica, Attica,
Attica.
Attica,
Attica.
Attica.
Serpico. I love Serpico.
It's a great movie.
Now Alf's mad at you.
At It Takes Two to Tango and Cash says, Tango and Cash used to be my favorite movie. Thanks for straightening me out, new guy. You're welcome, Tango. You are so welcome.
I feel like these were selected for a reason.
For all of us.
What was that guy's name?
I wanted you guys to feel the
It takes
love.
two to tango and cash. Well, they should be pissed as hell that you don't like their film. Yeah.
Well, he used to like it. And then after my insightful review, he realized...
Insight review? I thought that was what Rob did.
No,
Shut up.
he's just thanking me, all right?
need it.
He's a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a break. I'll never watch a movie said, this show convinced me to watch a movie, and I immediately regretted it.
Well, he should delete his account. He or she.
One of our movies?
I
Any
guess.
movie?
I don't know. He didn't specify which one. It was probably Tango and Cash.
He doesn't sound like a fan. I thought you were reading fan tweets.
I deleted him right away. I just wanted you to know I deleted all the bad ones.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
At Not a Russian Bot said, their liberal agenda will only sway the feeblest of minds. Maybe you nerds should watch some real movies like Black Hawk Down, Red Dawn, The Hurt Locker, and Junior. Nick makes me want to turn gay. What? Oh, okay. Oh,
What a
last
bunch
one.
of troglodytes.
Just last one here. At Madmen on Madison says, why don't you talk about Mad Men? You should really talk about Mad Men. Have you seen it? I bet you haven't. You know what? You guys really suck. Go fuck yourselves. Okay, that one.
Jeez,
Do you screen these?
Madison.
That one slipped through. At Mad Men on Madison. Fuck you. Jeez.
Okay.
Well, that was fan tweets for this week. Tweet.
Fan tweets!
Fan tweet!
Thank you. Keep sending them, fans. We love you.
Nick loves you, because evidently he's the only one getting the love back.
They love me.
What can I say?
I think you're okay.
Even though your song got voted down, you're still on Nick's side.
Well, you were the deciding vote. Obviously, you're the real.
Oh, I forgot to mention earlier. I recruited a bunch of minions for my war on Earth 2. My continuing war on Earth 2. About 100. Yeah, about 100 new little goslings. I made them bend the knee, and they're out there spreading the word about the lies of Earth 2. Bend the knee. Bend the webbed knee.
Gross.
Yep.
Bend that wounded knee.
No. And they're out there. Earth 2, I mean, Earth 2 is just a bunch of down floating through space now, but now it's even more trouble. I mean, there's not going to be, like, the last remembrance of that whole planet is going to die with you and me.
No, it isn't.
So, mm-hmm.
You got a bunch of, as you would say, troglodytes. They're just a bunch of Earth 2 drools. They're drooling like a bunch of slobs, because that's what they are. Just like you. Earth 3 rules. My geese, we're up and coming. We got things moving and shaking. We got comfortable beds. Food is always great. Sure, they're cannibals. I don't care. You ever eat a goose? It's yummy.
I have had goose.
Oh, that's well, so you know. What are you eating on Earth 2? Probably a bunch of rutabaga. Ugh.
Rutabaga. No one wants rutabaga. Why would on my planet? Why would I bother growing vegetables at all?
Yuck.
What?
Nick, pick a side.
You know.
Yep.
choose.
Pick a side. Pick a side.
Mars won. Mars won.
Oh, you've done it now.
I
What are you saying?
I'm turning my full attention against Mars now. You're welcome.
Hold on a second.
I told my friends here that I've actually sent a shuttle. 200,000 people to Mars.
They'll never make it.
We're building a whole new civilization.
No, not anymore.
Well, our number one priority is to basically nuke your asses. Not really nuke. You can't nuke.
Yeah,
The science is. We're gonna build a big laser beam or something. I don't know. We got one guy from MIT. He's gonna really figure something.
One dude. Is he from MIT or is his name just Mitt?
It's Michael Igloo.
Eisenhower the Third, and the T stands for the third.
No, he showed me his degree. He's got a degree in nuclear.
It's written on parchment.
Toilet paper, yeah.
Yeah.
It was not toilet paper. It was like onion paper, like onion style paper. He showed it to me. It's framed.
Rob, I propose a temporary truce.
No, it doesn't matter.
As a fully adjudicated
Full destroy.
administrator of Earth 2,
Yep.
would you agree to a temporary ceasefire and treaty with the geese and myself of Earth 3 with the aim of blockading, sanctioning, and altogether destroying Nick Beck, Michael
Eisenhower the
whatever his name
Third.
was. Eisenhower the Third. The P is for the 3. And vote to crush them.
I concur. So moved. The eyes have it.
The shuttle took off. It's gone. There it's
No, we're
on.
already in space with our planets, with our worlds. Move to intercept.
Coincidentally, what are the coordinates of those ships, Nick?
Yeah, just what's your trajectory?
Well, I could give you an update. Hold on. I got to connect with the station here. They are. Oh no! I'm not falling for that again. No. And Mars is not really Mars.
We'll find them.
Mars is just code for where we're really going. You don't want. I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, we'll find it. Like I said, I have 100 new minions, and they have wings.
Did they
I've
go
got
to?
space
Did they
geese.
go to MIT?
No more than your guy
Like
did.
He did. And he has a brother that didn't go to MIT, but he's just as smart and he's just as motivated.
Prove it.
I
What's his
can't.
name?
Well, Dean. So what?
What's his name?
Dean.
Dean didn't go to MIT. Dean didn't admit.
He didn't get to go on the team. Okay.
He slacked off in high school, but he's super smart. He just didn't do his homework. Whoop-de-doo. He's still really smart. The guy.
I will have an update on Mars One tracking next week for you, Rob.
Yeah, sounds good. I will have my
Mars. Hey, this doesn't.
discover the location.
This doesn't have to get ugly, gentlemen.
Oh, it's too late.
No,
too
no,
late.
no. I never.
It does. It does. Everyone
All right.
knows Michael Eisenhower III is a pockmarked, ugly guy. It's ugly. You picked the ugliest guy.
We're gonna find out what he looks like when you release him into space.
There's no record.
And he's in newsflash. He ain't no Princess Leia. He's not gonna use the midichlorians in his bloodstream to jet into the thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
How'd you know about that?
Nope. We've got spies, dude.
Yeah, well.
All
guess what?
over.
It's not true.
Earth 3 and Earth 2 rule. Mars drools.
Amen.
Amen. We have laser beams. See ya.
So, following up from last week on a tangent from here, did you set a new record for bathrooms cleaned, Rob?
I got 7 in a day.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Well done.
Pretty good.
Did you have to? Do you have to do like
For
in?
promotion.
Nice shit cleaner to.
Yep.
What's the next level up?
The stars.
Do you when you leave each bathroom, do you say, "I said bidet"?
Well, what I do is I take the knee to them and I kiss them right on the seat. And I say, "Good luck." And then I stand up. I curtsy and I say, "Good day, bidet." And then
Bidet.
them to their fate.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Did you name them? Good. I like it. That sounds like a horrible job, but I'm glad that people like you do it. Do you have like seminars that you can put on for campers coming through? Like this is how you use the bathroom.
I should.
You should. Like just like make videos and like this is how you properly dispense of your crap.
Take your pants off.
Yeah.
Slowly on the seat. Create a seal.
Yeah.
Fly.
And then wipe. Place toilet paper in bowl and flush. That's it. There's not a lot of rules there.
There's no flushing, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's an outhouse. It's an outhouse. I got you. Yeah. Have you thought about using like squatty potty and just spraying it down on the standing poo?
You want me to? I should put a squatty potty on top of the.
Oh, sorry. Like no, there's a. It's I don't think it's squatty potty, but there's like some sort of substance that's like that. It's put out by the squatty potty, and you spray it down to keep the stink down. But maybe it only works with water. I don't know.
Sounds like you're making up another thing.
Or you could just put a bunch of glue down there to hold it down. Flour maybe.
I'll put a bunch of like honey on there, and then the fire ants will come up, and then they won't put their butts on there. They'll go
That's how you get bears.
They don't like honey. That's made up.
Well, they like poo covered in honey. You're gonna find out for sure if bears eat honey covered shit in the woods. That's just how you're gonna find out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Ugh. How was you guys this week?
Good.
Hello?
Good.
Yeah, Nick and I started a documentary yesterday, so it's been a full weekend, and the week was pretty full. In addition to that,
You didn't go surfing?
what?
Did you go surfing?
Yeah. We went surfing on the prairie, windsurfing through the tall grass.
Saw a prairie octopus. I'm sure it scared you. Now you'll never do it again. Too scary for Zeke, even though he's so cool.
You should be worried about those too. I mean, out in Wyoming, they're gonna stand out more. So
There's no prairies here. There's mountains. We got mountains, Zeke. Mountains.
Ooh, mountain lions. Boo, boo, boo. Big whoop.
we got mountain lions here too.
There you go. What?
We have mountain lions here too.
We got mountain lions. We got
on the
bison.
east side.
We got cattle. We got horse. We got prairie dogs. We got prairie worms. We got prairie.
Black-footed ferrets.
We got black. Oh, do we, Zeke?
What do we have?
Black-footed ferrets.
I honestly don't. I don't know that we do. I know that there are people who have some as pets, but we have weasels. Are they?
That counts.
I thought ferrets were more of like a European thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
We don't want them. This is what we're trying
Maybe
to say.
I don't know. You do have black-footed ferrets. It's one of only two populations. There could be more now, but at one time it was one of only two populations left of the poor little critters.
Have you ever seen one?
I've seen a picture.
Well, then how do you know?
I saw a stuffed one too.
What if their paws are all black? What are the rest? What's the rest of their coloring look like?
Also black.
Okay, so if
I'm
they
just kidding. It's like orange, like gray, tawny. I think.
okay,
Been a minute.
all right. So they look kind of like a miniature fox.
Sure. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
Good.
Cool. We don't have those here.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do.
Well, when you're here next time, go catch one.
You guys are in for a shitstorm on our group text because I'm going to plaster you with so much black-footed ferret stuff.
Between the end of this conversation and you sending those texts, there'd be plenty of time to fabricate you finding that material.
Listeners, Zeke sent me some information about a woodsman pal. If you listened to last episode, quite adamant that this thing exists, and he sent me some information on our group chat, and I told him that he had plenty of time to fabricate that. So now he's throwing it back at me.
Right back at you. Yep.
Real mature, buddy.
Hey,
Mature.
I'm not on this podcast because I'm mature.
Why are you on this podcast?
The free food.
Oh, you guys have food over
I
there?
offered him food. This is how specific he was. He's like, yeah, I'll have a banana, but you gotta cut it in increments of, like, he said 19 inches. And I said, I don't have a banana that's 19 inches. He's like, well, then I don't want a banana.
Weirdo. I guess he gets fancy big bananas when he's, I flew to Africa and they had 19-inch bananas, and that's all I can have now. I'm Zeke Hansen.
And I'm your local giant banana dealer.
I'm afraid of octopus.
We don't have them here.
You know, there's somewhere out there they have a octopus that can survive and crawl on land.
Mm-hmm. Sure they do.
So you should be worried about that too. They're going to take over. They're going to take over Wyoming.
I can take an octopus.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. They're gonna, like, they have 8 arms, 8 axe wielding arms, 8 axe wielding arms. You should be worried about that.
Axe wielding. Yeah. Okay. What the hell was that?
Nick's going to the bathroom.
Very professional. Flush too. Oh boy. We're just the best at what we do, aren't we?
What's that?
We're the best at what we do.
Oh, like no one even comes close.
No way. No, they don't.
No. Nope.
They're too scared. They don't have the balls.
No, they don't.
No. Is Nick back?
Nope.
Okay. I was just gonna say we could go to the movie. We could talk about a movie if you wanted. Did you want to talk about a movie?
Yeah. You know, I might be down for that.
Okay. Wait, do these octopuses, when I chop off all their legs, are they gonna grow them back like the chickens they are?
So here's the thing about an axe-wielding octopus. There's 8 axes, and they're all like fervent, like they don't have elbows, so they just spin them around. It's even more dangerous than a normal axe-wielding person.
They don't have enough dexterity. They're gonna chop themselves up.
No, they're like starfish. Like yeah, sure, calamari. But then each one of those grows into another axe-wielding octopus. So the trick is to catch it, train it, and then now you have something that can mow your lawn.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now that's the dream.
That's the dream. Huh. But until then, they're just like killing spree machines. They don't care for people at all.
I mean, what do they have, lungs? They can't be on land forever.
They have one big lung in the back of their head.
An external lung? I'll just cut that off. No problem.
You gotta wade through all those arms to get there, though.
I guess that's true. I have a feeling I'm going to be okay. I'll be okay.
You know what sound they make, Nick? No. You can hear it coming from a long way off. Rob, do you know what kind of sound they make?
I think it goes a little something like this. Zeke, 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 Zeke a week. It's time for the next segment. Zeke, 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 Zeke a week. It's time for the next segment. We're gonna talk about a movie. It's probably pretty bad. Nick,
not this week because it's real good.
From a coin toss. It's called American Werewolf in London. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good song. Why didn't you lead with that?
It's a good song.
A good song. Catchy. I like it.
Thank you.
I'd pay 37 cents for that.
I like singing songs.
So this week we Nick, do you want to do the synopsis? Do you want me to do the synopsis?
There it is.
You do it. You're better at it than I am.
All right.
I mean, I would. I don't have it pulled up though. I wasn't.
Two American college students on a walking tour of Britain are attacked by a werewolf that none of the locals will admit exists. That's it. That's the synopsis. So, Rob, why don't you say what the synopsis should have been?
Why is this not working?
There's a couple chuckleheads, and they're walking around the moors. That's in Scotland, and then they go to the slaughtered lamb, and they got a big thing out front of a picture of a slaughtered lamb. That's scary. And then they go inside, and they're telling jokes that doesn't make any sense, and they're talking Scottish, English, and you can't understand a damn thing they say. And then they say, "Hey, why don't you go get bit by a werewolf?" And they say, "All right, see you later." And they do that, and then you hear this thing. It sounds like probably sounds like an octopus with axes, and it goes, "Oh!" And you hear that, and then the one guy gets killed, and the other one's fine. And then, but he's a werewolf now, and he keeps seeing his dead friend, and then he falls in love with the nurse that took care of him, and then they do the hanky-panky, and they turn themselves about, and that's what it's all about.
That makes sense.
That's great.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Nick, this debacle was your idea. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, it's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Remember the Alamo.
Yeah, that was it.
Be Werewolf the Moon. So I have a couple issues with this film. One, at the very beginning, they're talking about how Griffin Dunn's character Jack is talking about how he's glad the other one's cold. And then they mention like the weather in Rome, and I don't know if that just like when in Rome, or if they actually thought that like for a moment that they were in Rome, and they're not in Rome. They're in England.
They're in Scotland.
They're in Scotland. So so if they're in Scotland, why do they take him to a London hospital? Like, there's a lot that I just don't understand.
They life-flighted him. They couldn't.
Did they?
I mean, they took care of all of his wounds, but then they said, "Oh, now it's too much."
But they made it a point at two specific moments in the film to say that he was not treated previously by a physician. So there was no lifeline. He just showed up at the local hospital.
I was not prepared for these detailed type of arguments.
I also don't really understand the Nazi zombie, the zombie nightmares. They have nothing like where the zombies are killing his family. That has nothing to do with anything. I do think that they should have made a sequel to this, and I'll get into this more later. I'm sure they should have called the sequel I Shouldn't Have Called You Meatloaf.
No.
I have that written down.
With the nurse, the nurse who just like right, the nurse who just who's got to be one of the worst nurses ever, who just takes she says, "I find you very attractive and a little bit sad," so she takes him to her apartment and then sleeps with him before they right after they walk in the door. Do a little hanky panky. Doesn't believe that he's a werewolf, just thinks that he's a sad American. But she's clearly carrying his wolf dog child by the end of this film. So I don't understand a lot of. I mean, I think that it's a classic simply because it was the first film to do it. They added the makeup in 1981. It happened to be there at the right time to win an Oscar, and the makeup was very good. But as a film, there are a lot of issues that I have with this.
I would like to say I think the dreams were the onset of his lycanthrope becoming a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was becoming a werewolf, he was having these bad dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, this film was a career killer for at least three people. Little Benjamin, the young boy in the bed who she's telling no. That was a fun little scene. He never acted again. The sister, his sister that is murdered by the zombies twice on two different occasions, and whom he talks to, I think, on the phone, or at least has his other sibling talk to on the phone. She never acted again after this. And then one of the actresses, there are two listed, but one of them from the fake porn movie that they filmed first, she never acted again in anything. So she couldn't even get naked work after this. So this was an interesting film.
You are really
First of all, I don't agree with any of you.
Well, you're an idiot.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Take that back. Take that back. Take that
No.
back right now. Take it back.
So you can take it back?
Nope.
Take it back, Zeke. Officially take it back. Please officially take it back.
It's calling you out.
No.
You're being way too nitpicky. You're being way too nitpicky. You're first of all, me and Zeke discussed this as we were watching it. It's the nurse is just doing her duty.
No, she's not. It is not. She is not. She is not a. She's not an escort nurse.
No, you had your chance. She's born to do what she's doing.
She is not an escort. She's born into being an escort nurse. Like that's her duty.
No.
I feel bad for that
Don't
kid.
you
I mean, the
believe in
kid in
love?
bed. He doesn't want that.
I feel sad for you. Love at first sight. Ever heard of it? Because it just happened. You just witnessed it.
No, I also feel bad for the young man in the park with the balloons who a naked American man just stole my balloons. That was one of my favorite quotes of the movie. Like, there's a naked guy in a bush. And he's just like...
No, he says a naked American.
A naked American man stole my balloons. Yeah.
See, you did like that a little bit.
I liked some scenes.
I wanted to say the only thing worse than Nazis hiding in 50s America's bushes is monkey monster Nazis hiding in the curtains in the 80s in England.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense. I did like the scene where in the subway where the guy's minding the gap. I really did like that escalator scene where the camera follows him on this next set of stairs up and then running through the tunnel corridor. Like, I really liked that. Mostly, I'm confused though by so if a werewolf kills you, you turn into a zombie. Is that common knowledge?
You're undead. You roam the earth until the one that turned you is dead.
That's what happens with a vampire.
So why can't it be the same with a werewolf?
Well, with vampires, you turn into other vampires. I thought that with werewolves, you turned into werewolves. Never did I cross the...
If you survive.
So you're saying that if you don't live, you are a zombie, and you survive by being dead.
In the lore of this movie, yes.
Yeah.
But within the film, no one else can see them, so they're just moping around.
Yeah, they're in limbo.
Watching porn. Like, they're literally just moping around watching porn, feeling sorry for themselves.
Well, I think they have to be where the guy that killed him is, maybe.
Cool.
So he happened to be in the porn theater, pulling a real...
Because he was waved in there by the zombie.
I mean, I guess if I'm dead, more than likely, I'm probably going to be hanging out at a porn theater. What else are you going to do, you know?
That would be the last place I'd want to be.
Yeah.
They pulled a real Lee Harvey.
Alive or dead. You know, Lee Harvey. So, when he was arrested, I just listened to a podcast on this, on a complete unrelated thing. When he was arrested for killing the police officer after the theater. People didn't realize that he was related to the Kennedy shooting until he was already in police custody, which is nuts.
I bet we listen to stuff you should know.
Yeah, we do. I bet they don't listen to us.
It's pretty good chance of that.
I did like Jack's character, though, that Griffin Dunn. Have you ever talked to a corpse? It's boring. I'm lonely. I liked that.
I had that, too.
Yeah, I'm stealing all your lines.
You are. I still got plenty more, baby.
Well, list them. What were your favorite lines?
I like this one. If I survived... Let me get my British accent. Hello, British. I'm British. If I survived Rommel, I'm sure I can survive another excruciating evening with Roger Matheson. I don't know who Roger Matheson is, but he sounds like I would.
I think he was one of the, was it the doctor that said that, or was it somebody else?
Yeah, sure was. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Matheson was then. I don't remember that. I do like the scene where the guy had. I thought that line originally was going to be from the guy in the house who was lighting all the candles, and the guests were coming, but the guests never walked in because they were murdered mercilessly outside in the lawn. I liked when he just went out and found the hand there, and he made a face. Like that was it. Like he just made a face.
That was another one. He goes, "Is that you, Harry?"
Yeah.
And then he steps on Harry's arm, and it's going to squish.
Mm-hmm. They did find all 6 bodies relatively quickly. Those 3 homeless men out on the bay.
Yep.
They didn't say anything about the dog, though.
Scotland Yard. They care about dead homeless guys, but I don't know. They were just like, yeah, whatever. He's a crazy man, werewolf, whatever. Doesn't exist.
Yeah. I really did. I thought that, I mean, this is kind of a perfect setup for a sequel even today with the child of these 2 people.
What I didn't catch that. She was pregnant?
No, she was not clearly pregnant, but I mean, as a sequel, she's still acting as a sequel. I'm surprised that it hasn't been done. It's a perfect setup.
They're doing a remake. His son, John Landis' son, is actually he's in the process of writing a remake of the original one.
I don't understand the remakes.
I don't know if it's a sequel, but there is American Werewolf in Paris with, I believe it's Josh Hart in it. It's at least a spiritual reboot or something, but that exists.
All right. Are any of the original people in it?
No, I don't think so. It's one of those 90s kind of crappy.
Yeah, that makes sense. This was kind of 80s borderline crappy, except it was the first thing. So I thought that the makeup was great. The acting was okay. I mean, especially for this genre. Yeah, the hair effect was very cool. The hand effect, the feet, all that was impressive. I didn't have a problem with the acting. I didn't have a problem with the effects. I have a big problem with the storyline. I don't understand a lot of it, and I think if the script would have been much, much, much tighter, it would probably be a lot easier to watch.
Breaking my heart.
What?
You're breaking my heart.
Well, we heard one side, Nick. Let's hear the other.
I mean, stop. You really hurting my feelings.
It's okay. I liked it.
Rob, you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. You did a fine job. You did a fine job, Nick.
Did you watch all of it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unlike you, we watched the ending.
I watched the end of the other 2. I swear. You just don't believe me. No, I don't know. It was one of those. It's always been one of those films that I love watching during Halloween.
Yeah.
I remember instantly falling in love with it during that fog scene. After they leave that pub in the fog, and I don't know what
that scene where it only rains for 5 minutes.
Hey, it's England or Scotland. Isn't that how it
the
usually is there?
I think it's usually always rainy there, but evidently in the film, London and Scotland are only like 2 miles apart. So
it's fun. I don't know. Well, I do know. It's just a fun movie. So get out of here. And I agree with you. The subway scene is very cool looking.
I wrote down Werewolf on the Tube. I liked that. That's all I wrote. Werewolf on the Tube.
Sounds like a headline, news headline.
Forget about it.
If we did episode titles, that might be it. Werewolf on the Tube.
Can we do that? Can officially be the name of it?
Yeah, I mean, if we... all right.
I'll leave that up.
No, the title is Don't Call Me Meatloaf.
That's not fair. Can we vote?
That's pretty good, too. Pretty good.
I'm going to write a separate werewolf movie and call it Don't Call Me Meatloaf Returns. Again, the sequel.
No, I have nothing to add. I really like it. And it just breaks my heart to hear Zeke say such awful things. It's my first movie, you know? I wanted...
Yeah, you did a bang-up job. Really. Really appreciate it. It's a great effort.
I appreciate sarcasm.
Hope it doesn't happen again.
We love you.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen a lot, buddy. Oh, buddy. So...
Oh, buddy.
No, that's... I don't really have much to add. It's just... If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Don't listen to Zeke.
I have a few things to say. I took more of a middle road. I like that it was the dude from After Hours. I didn't remember that it was him. I like that. That's a movie, After Hours.
Yeah, it was on my list, but it's not anymore.
That's a good movie.
Oh, how come?
Because you've seen it.
Well, you should have asked. I thought they had strange backpacks.
They had strange coats. Yeah.
Puffy. You're looking a little puffy. I think it's weird when they stay on the roads. Stay on the roads, boys. What is this wolf? He's like, oh, there's a road. Can't. Invisible force field.
It was a very well-lit road as well that they couldn't manage to stay on.
I really like the monkey Nazi monsters. I just love 80s ridiculous things like that. I got a kick out of it as much as you hated it, Zeke. I got a good little chuckle out of that.
Well, I think I would have liked it if it had relevance. Like, the makeup on that was great, but it was just a flashback, like, dream.
Well,
I think it was like more of his
it's like foreshadowing.
mind. Yeah, like I don't know, like he was transforming still. So in an odd way, it was his body and his mind telling him that, you know, you're turning into this evil thing. I mean, in a way, that's a stretch. But
I liked that guy until he freaked out at the end, and then I was glad he died. So,
but they loved each other.
I don't care. They knew each other for literally, well, like you don't know how long he was in the hospital that was next door to Scotland. It doesn't say how long he was in there. It does say that it does. Okay, so you're saying from the time he was attacked to the time that he was released, clearly displaying some mental instability. That there was like another full moon. Like there's just another one here.
He was in the hospital 3 weeks, and then he was tooling around London, you know, hanky-pankying with the nurse for a week, and then he killed some hobos.
Well, he killed 6 people and maybe a dog that didn't respect his authority, and then ended up in a wolf pen that was not secure, and then ran off naked into the arms of a bush and stole some boy's balloons. And then decides to go completely, like the woman who like loves him back after knowing him for this amount of time is trying to help him by going to the hospital. He says, "I love you," and then runs away out of the cab when he finds out that there's been a murder spree. He believes that it's him. Tries to talk himself into cutting his wrists with a pocket knife, and then runs away again. I assume he's killing more people.
Down the tracks, not across.
Yeah. I assume he's on another killing spree because he's in full wolf mode. It doesn't say how many people he killed that time. Mm-hmm. And then the police open fire on him, but she was a decoy. Like, she stood in front and said, "I love you," and then they opened fire on him. So I'm not convinced. I think this was a ploy the whole time by the hospital to get Americans out of London.
Oh, I never really looked. I never looked at it that way. Yeah, okay.
So you're saying it was a conspiracy by the British in London.
Yep.
So they put a bunch of advertisements, and they try to draw Americans to the moors to get attacked by a werewolf.
Slaughtered sheep, and they put ads in the paper that say to the locals that say, "Hey, Americans are coming, and they're overpaid, they're oversexed, they're over here. Let's fix it." And that's what they did.
And to the Americans, it says, "Come to the moors. There's no werewolves here. It's fun. There's a girl, and she wants to play darts."
Nope, no, it says free shepherd's pie. And then you get there and they're like, "We don't have food." And then you're like, "Oh, shoot."
Well, I guess
I'll go to the hospital and sleep with the nurse.
Similar plot to Hostel. It's kind of pre-Hostel type.
Mm-hmm.
Get out, Sydney.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Get out of here.
Have you ever talked to a corpse? It's boring. I'm lonely.
I like when he first turns into a werewolf. He rips his shirt off like a real huckamaniac.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, she did not seem concerned at all where he was, or believe him for a moment about this whole thing of him being a werewolf. Even when she came back, they skipped over that scene where she would have found a bunch of tattered, torn up clothes on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when two people are truly in love, they trust. And if you don't trust that other person,
I trust her to kill me.
It's not going to work. So, I mean...
Okay.
I think she was one of those Nzombie creatures. Like, she was really a Nzombie from the beginning.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone would have been, though, because they were interacting with her. Other people could see her. They couldn't see the other one, Zeke.
I know, she was the alpha. She's the alpha.
Yeah, they can see the alpha. Okay, fair enough. She wasn't decomposing.
No, it's because she's the alpha. That's why there's so many deads out there.
Fringe benefit. I see. Okay.
All right. I can't take. I can't take the pain anymore. Can we rate it?
I have a couple of things I want to say real quick.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Piccadilly Circus looked like a pretty lame circus. Wasn't a clown around there. Did you guys know that Gigglebees in Sioux Falls used to be called Piccadilly Circus?
No, I didn't.
What?
Yes, that was a way better Piccadilly. Yeah, it was. And then I guess the British found out and they sued them, so they changed the name to Gigglebees.
No, that's not funny.
That didn't Jonathan Landis?
Didn't Jonathan Landis?
The last thing I wanted to say was they have that Creedence Clearwater Revival song, Bad Moon.
Bad Moon Rising. Bad Moon Rising.
Okay. I like you were telling the story about Mario Kart. You always thought he was saying, Mexico!
Yeah.
I think until I watched this movie, I always thought they said, there's a bad moon on the right.
Awesome.
I really thought that, but then I realized that doesn't make any sense. It's bad moon on the right.
So there's a fun aside. I was telling Nick as that song was playing, the TV show Teen Wolf on MTV that ran for like 6 or 7 seasons. They have a killer cover of that song by Morning Ritual called Bad Moon Rising. And that was just, it was an amazing cover, but it was just a much darker tone that you'd want with a werewolf movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's do it. Favorite part, everyone?
All right, go ahead. Start us off.
Okay. I don't want this to sound, Nick, don't take offense to this, because I just liked the juxtaposition of the very end where it's pretty serious. I love you, and then they shoot him, and then it cuts right away to Blue Moon. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was I got such a kick out of that. I really, really thought that was a good choice. And
I did too.
I guess that was my favorite part. I really liked that part anyways. Okay, who's next?
Zeke.
So, every song in this movie had a moon word in the title.
Yep.
Which was, I liked the work that went into that part of it. My dislike of the strength of the script has been documented. I think the best scene of the film by far was the tunnel sequence.
Sure.
That I loved that scene. I loved everything about it. Yep. That scene alone, mixed with the transformation, like if they would have just done that, they could have put it into any film, and it would have been the classic that it is today. The rest of it, I could probably do without.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Nicky?
I like the stroll in the fog right before the attack. I like
Sure.
that. I guess now that I know it's coming, is not as thrilling, but the first time I saw it, for some reason, it just made me feel really good. Yeah, it's a very intense.
I get it, for sure.
Tense scene.
I know those feelings. It's cool. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah. What do you guys rate it?
Well, for me, what's that?
No, go ahead.
For me, like looking through the credits, there were 3 characters who were credited with werewolf. We never meet the first one that actually bites him, which I thought was weird. So I'm gonna dock a doll. I paid $7.99 for the movie to rent to own it. I'm gonna dock $1 per werewolf. So we're down to $4.99.
Yep.
I think it's worth $4.99 to own.
Wow.
You got one? Sure.
$4.99. A little foreshadowing for you.
It's a lot higher than I was expecting from you.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a well-made movie. I mean, it's a lot better than the Video Dead that you watched part of today. So, that keeps it in perspective.
The Video Dead I finished. Yes. Okay, folks. Burn, avoid, rent, buy, or get that old Criterion, you know what? Just buy this one. Just get a nice new copy of it. Yeah. Yeah, get that in shrink wrap. Get the Blu-ray.
No.
Nice. Get the, what do they call those? Those Blu-rays that are so fancy, the something box, the
4K.
Well, hey, Zeke,
the steel box.
Zeke, what
steel
if it
box,
was...
that's the one.
Yeah, steel box it. What if it was in the $4.99 bin at Walmart in Blu-ray?
Then it would be worth it.
So you're saying that we feel about the same.
I'm saying that without this podcast to push it forward, like I would not pay $4.99 to own it. Period.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were going to buy it. I feel bad you bought it. I thought we could have rented it together.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Gone 50-50, you know?
Not on this one.
Well, next time, tell me.
And with that?
You got one choice, boy. Sex or the saw.
It's that time. I'm giving it sex a hand job.
Sex and a hand? Wait. It's like, oh,
sex
yeah.
Is the, so sex.
Sure,
sex good. Hand job. Hand job.
Nice.
I dig it. You're right. It's a good Halloween movie. Sure, it's got its plots, but I mean, I don't know. Especially for horror, for me, I think that puzzles are abound in pretty much everything I watch. I mean, nothing's meant to really make sense. It's meant to be silly and gory, or whatever. Just I dig it.
I agree.
Yeah, compared to other horror films, you're not wrong. It does hold up a lot better storyline wise than a lot of the current films that we see today, or even some of the ones we grew up with. So, I just wish that that part of the horror genre wasn't that the script was also just garbage. Well, it's not too long. I mean, thank God it's not longer than it is. But I mean, what sells it is the turning, like him turning from man to wolf. Like that's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, that's what made it impressive.
That's method.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's true method. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they shouldn't have gotten the Oscar for makeup then. That's a whole lie. The zombies and the meatloaf.
Give him a crappy mask. I think we're giving it about a 70%, roughly.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Pretty good. Cool.
All right, guys.
We got one thing left here.
Kalima! Choose your death.
I was gonna say things are with Nick in the I cannot say that I was messing up when I was saying that on the phone to you the other day too, Zeke. Coin toss. With that, we're gonna have to dance with the way we go. But this week we are doing Zeke to me, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So, there is a film in this lineup that I was like, I'm just going to give it to him. But then you're just getting screwed every single week, taking it from all angles. So we're not going to do that. I'm gonna make it up to you a bit, and we're gonna have to keep it straight, all three of us, because I'm gonna give you more options than normal. So, and Nick is going to assist me. So, first off is Brenda Cavendish. Was her character name? She is in a film called Britannia Hospital. So Nick, do you want to give them the synopsis of that?
Britannia Hospital. This is the longest summary, so bear with me here. Mick Travis is a reporter who is about to shoot a documentary on Britannia Hospital, an institution which mirrors the downside of British society. It's the day when Her Royal Highness is to visit the hospital to inaugurate a new king, where advanced and sinister scientific experiments led by Professor Miller will take place. everybody in the hospital, from the cooks who refused to cook to the painters who couldn't care less to get their job done, to an American cannibalistic dictator whom demonstrators want expelled from the hospital and tried, will contribute to making HRH's visit a true nightmare.
All right, so that's
synopsis. That's a cliff note.
and Brenda Cavendish is who we'd connect there. Her character in American Werewolf in London was Judith Browns, and I have no idea who that was. So that's the first one. Next is a film called The Golden Lady, and we connect to that film through Naughty Nina. Naughty Nina Carter, who just has like a 30-second escort video play in the middle of this movie. Yeah, so Golden Lady.
A wealthy industrialist hires Julia Hemingway and her elite team of 3 female mercenaries to sabotage a deal between his competitor and an oil sheik. They spy, seduce, steal, and when their employer tries to double-cross them, kill. They kill.
Classic.
1979.
All right, and then from there, Alf, not Alf Pacino, but Alf was one of the 3 homeless men who were killed.
Okay.
And he has a film called Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates. This was 1986. The Adventures of Pirate Captain Red and his first mate Frog. Period. Side note: Roman Polanski is the director. I'm seeing here.
Is it?
That is interesting. Yeah.
Red and Ron, huh? Okay.
All right. So then the next one is Secret Weapon from 1990. And we connect to that from Griffin Dunn, Jack's character.
Okay. The story of a nuclear technician, oh boy, something, that's her name, an Israeli pacifist and government employee who committed an act of treason in 1986 by informing the British press that his country is working on a nuclear bomb.
Okay.
1990.
All right. Then through the barmaid, Lily Kay, we connect to a film called See No Evil. It's also known as Blind Terror.
Oh, okay. A young blind woman is pursued by a maniac while staying with family in their country manor.
Is that a newer one? It seems familiar.
Nick said the same thing, but I mean, it does sound familiar, but I have not seen it, and I have definitely not. It's got Mia Farrow in it, so maybe you have seen it.
What's the year?
1971.
Okay.
There was a recent one that came out with like a wrestler as a.
Yeah.
I think it was Kane. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what we're thinking of. Okay.
All right. Next on the list, also no, there are 3 more. Next on the list, we have another connection to Griffin Dunn, Amazon Woman on the Moon.
Ooh. A spoof 1950 science fiction movie. What is that? Wow. I don't know that word because I'm dumb. But it's got comedy sketches concerning late night television.
Sketches?
Yeah, various comedy sketches.
So it's like an anthology?
It seems that way. They're very vague because it's kind of old. All right, the next 2, we're working our way up. Next, we have connected through the escort nurse Alex, Logan's Run.
Yeah. Nice.
Have you seen it, Rob? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that's disqualified.
Is it worth seeing?
For this podcast, yeah. No.
All right, so then the last one on the list. So sorry, Jenny Agutter, you were disqualified. Next and last on the list, we have the 1984 Johnny Dangerously through Griffin Dunn.
Set in the 1930s, an honest, good-hearted man is forced to turn to a life of crime to finance his neurotic mother's skyrocketing medical bills. Starring Michael Keaton and Joe Piscopo.
I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
For the last time, I'm Bat Birdman.
You're not.
Bat Birdman.
I know Kung Fu. What year was it made?
84.
The year of our Lord, the year we were all born,
I know
1984.
Every year's the year of our Lord. Why do they even say that? Doesn't make
I don't know why they say that.
The year of our Lord, every year that's ever existed, always. Zeke Hansen picked far too many movies.
It's a big list. How many is that, Zeke? 1, 2.
That are eligible, 7.
Dang, man.
And you had, so we knocked out 8, and then did you also have After Hours on there?
After Hours, I had disqualified right before, but it was on there. Along the ones I didn't list were After Hours, Quiz Show, and The Fan. That didn't make it in there.
Not
Seen
the,
them all.
not the Robert De Niro. Not the Robert.
Not
De Niro
the De Niro one, but it looked actually pretty good. 1981, but didn't make the list. There are some heavy hitters in these films, even though the credits don't, or the titles don't indicate that. So we got some room to breathe.
Yeah, I gotta say they don't sound too terrible.
I can tell you which well, after you pick, I'll tell you what the worst one of them is. But go ahead and pick.
You should here's the notes I made on them. Britannia Hospital. It's about a strange hospital. Golden Lady, Lady Mercs versus a Sheik. Pirates, Red and Ron. Anyways. And then I put a big star on Amazon Woman on the Moon until I found out it was an anthology. So,
well, not necessarily. I don't know. Well,
no, it's
It
definitely.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
I don't care for
5 directors.
Maybe I don't know. Generally, I don't like those. There are some I do like, but
It's got Arsenio
okay.
Hall in it.
It's Pirates. We're gonna watch about Red and Ron.
Nice, cool.
I'm disappointed.
That's what I was hoping for.
Go lay an egg.
What?
Go lay an egg. I might go lay an egg. All right, so we connect to that through Sydney Bromley. Sydney Bromley.
Poitier, yeah.
He played Alf.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's how we get to Pirates.
Okay. So we're watching it.
So Pirates is the one we're going to watch. You're going to watch that. I'm going to watch The Golden Lady. Nick, I think that's going to be the worst film of them. The one that I wanted was Johnny Dangerously. If I was going to offer one up and just force you into it, Johnny Dangerously is what I would have done.
Yeah, well, you gave me Pirates and I picked it. So.
Yeah, you pissed the opportunity away, and now we know what's going to happen next time.
He put the fear in God of me beforehand, saying that he wasn't. Basically, he was just going to force us to watch Ocean's 8.
So
he had connected
Griffin Dunn is in Ocean's 8, and I was just going to say we're going to go watch Ocean's 8. That's just what we're going to go do.
Is it his sister, or is it his sister? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's his sister.
So Danny Ocean is dead.
But that would be perfect because, like, I want desperately to rant about that movie, and that would have just been ideal to just force you to it.
Been the only in-theater movies we've ever done. You blew your opportunity.
I blew it.
No, thank God.
But I did it mostly because Nick was just pissing and moaning through the whole movie. Like, you're not going to make me do that, are you?
I was already starting to write like a whole new bylaw that.
He was trying to get you to like make a rule amendment, so it was disqualifying me before I even did it.
Nothing in the theater. Nothing that. It would be, but not with that one, please.
I almost texted you to say, "Hey, is Ocean's 8 playing near you?" Because that was going to be the deal.
It is.
Just didn't do it.
Theaters now.
I blew it.
No, I think you did. I think you.
Shut up, Nick.
No, please don't tell me that. Shut up. I hate you.
Should have done it.
Done. This is it. We're done. Okay.
Forget about it. I'm angry. Rob's angry. Mars 1's going down. I'm plucking that out of the sky like a space King Kong.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Mars 1. You're done.
It's over. All right, thanks for playing, everybody. And we'll talk Pirates next time.
We got a guy from MIT.
What a bunch of idiots.
Can we do a revote? Can we redo the vote?
No, the vote's done. It's done.
Oh,
it's
really?
done. Yeah.
Bummer.
How bad do you want to see Ocean's 8?
Good night, folks. Mars 1's wins. We got a guy from MIT.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Okay, love you. Bye. The portions of today's broadcast that you actually enjoyed are brought to you in whole by
Do you constantly feel shit out of luck?
How'd you know?
Wipe that shit-eating grin off your face and I'll tell you.
I've forgotten how to smile.
Are you tired of cleaning shit off your hands every day?
I'm a toilet cleaner by trade and I hate my job.
Poop patrol no more with our very first self-cleaning toilet.
The toilets aren't so bad, it's the shit around them that I can't stand. It looks like an Irish prison famine happened in here.
Get a new shade of paint with our new self-cleaning system.
How so?
We've created a room bidet.
A what now?
It's simple. You just walk in, throw your clothes in a locker, and when you flush, you get a free shower.
You want everyone to poop naked and then shower?
Genius, right?
Sounds like phase 1 of German reoccupation.
Well, you're an idiot.
Say 9 for me.
I said bidet.
I heard your song, now beat it, Bob. I get paid by the can, not the hour.
Well, bidet to you too, fool. Don't let the haters get you down. Try our all-new patent-pending Pooper Swooper today. Do your number 2 in one swoop. Shower and poo is right for you. Swoop. There it is.
I said get the hell out, you jackwagon, for God's sake. Put your clothes back on.
I said bidet.